Hello, and Radio Dub, we're always usually in the studio, the sun's never shining, and then I said, let's come out to elite football in Melbourne where these Melbourne Victory girls train. Lucky enough to be joined by number one co-host, Miranda Templeman, really appreciate her joining us, but Paige Zois, Forza NPL Victoria, Jessika Nash, who's realised that Melbourne is better than Sydney, that's why she's moved down here.
Yes.
Now, Jess, I want to talk about the move. Did you see the weather in Melbourne? You said, there's more things to do in Melbourne as well. I've got to get away from that ridiculous state. Is that what it was?
I think it was more the people that pulled me towards the state. But
We are better.
Reflecting probably on the weather, was it a great decision? No. It's actually been quite nice.
Yeah.
We've been to the beach a few times, but no.
How are you liking life at Melbourne Victory compared to playing at Sydney last year?
Oh, I don't even think it compares, to be fair. I think you can just see it in the football I'm playing at the moment. I'm just really enjoying life itself. It's, like you said, it's a really good vibe throughout the whole team and great team culture, and I'm just absolutely loving it.
All right. What is the number one thing you love about Melbourne?
Ooh.
Not the club, the city in general.
The city. Okay, to be fair, I don't think I've explored it enough, but I mean, I would say like how friendly the people are. I mean, when I'm walking down the
It's
street,
not hard to beat Sydney.
yeah, it
In
really
Blacktown.
is. It really is.
You compare it to Blacktown.
Okay, maybe I don't leave my house in Sydney. No,
Smart.
it's actually, if I'm walking down the street, people are up for a chat, and I love just saying good morning to people. I don't think it's the same Sydney.
Exactly. No. We can't hate on Sydney too
No.
much. We can't, but
We
we
can.
appreciate we can't. But no, Melbourne is clearly over the top. And obviously you're playing with one of Forza NPL Victoria's marquee individuals, Paige Zois. Paige, what's it been like to represent NPL Victoria? Because people, everyone's like, oh, NPL New South Wales is so talented, so great.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, have you guys seen Paige Zois and all the other players that we've got dominating the competition right now?
That is like the stigma that NPL New South Wales is above and beyond NPL Vic. But honestly, like, where are they getting this information from?
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely growing. I think last year it showed big growth, and like the players we got down here, more A-League players like across different clubs. And I've heard rumours that there's going to be a lot more this season, so a lot to look forward to in that respect. But yeah, I just can't leave Melbourne. I love NPL Victoria.
No, that's what we love to hear that here. And obviously Melbourne Victory this season, you've played a lot more games than you did last year, and has it been nice to have more consistent and regular football like in your life with now in the dub?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like last season I was in and out, and I think as a young player sometimes it's hard to kind of accept that mentally. So to have that kind of stability, knowing that like I'm within the squad, I'm like valued in this team, is really nice. And I think, like Jess said, it's kind of showing in her football. I feel much more confident on the field, and yeah, I felt a lot more happier this season, I must agree.
Yeah. How do you think, like, obviously Jeff has been here for a number of years. How do you think having one coach over the whole period that you've been at the club has like allowed you to grow as a player?
Well, I've been with him I think for maybe 5 years now, so that's quite a long time. And I think he brought me in when I was such a little tiny little girl, so like it's helped that he's known me for so long. He like understands me as a person and as a player, and he's seen me like grow into like what I am now, I guess. So that's been nice, and like he's such a friendly guy as well. So I think we've built a really good relationship over the last few years, and I'm lucky to have that with the coach. Yeah, definitely.
No, so we do appreciate Jeff. Now see, Jeff I think falls into my philosophy of dress well, coach well, play well.
Agreed.
Because I think if you dress well and you feel good about yourself, you just everything works out
good,
way
play
better.
good.
Exactly. And Jeff has gone with the classic suit
Yes.
situation. Do you reckon Jeff could pull off the tracksuit situation?
fleece.
The tech fleece? Do you reckon he could pull it off?
He has worn that, I think. Maybe not this season, but last season I feel like he did wear it, but just didn't
It didn't work.
fit. I mean, it looked great, but
Yeah.
I think the suit is just like prime,
It's
like
Jeff.
Jeff Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Jess, obviously it's your first time playing under Jeff. What's it been like getting obviously a different coaching style, I would assume, from Ante?
Yeah.
How's that been like coming down to Melbourne, and how's he helped you adapt with the team?
Oh, I honestly couldn't speak any higher of him. I mean, the coach and not only the person that he is, I think Paige touched on it. He gets to know the player and the person. I think that's what makes a great coach, getting to understand each player. And I think you can really see it. Like the football that we're playing at the moment, it's just filling with confidence, and hopefully we can continue that onto the final series.
Nice. Okay, touching on fashion.
Oh no.
I can't say it, but bad drip
Bad drip.
is
Oh,
one of
the
the
word.
fines.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the fines that we have. Who's been the biggest culprit of bad drip?
Yeah. Okay, I feel like
I don't want to say.
no, I feel like as much as I love you, Nashi, the Crocs,
Oh,
the Crocs
that's
have
crazy.
to go.
Because there's 3 other people in the team that wear them.
I just wouldn't expect that
Who
from you.
started the fad?
I would say Jess has good fashion, but the Crocs really bring the average down, if that makes
Oh,
sense.
Who
whatever.
started the Crocs fad? Who is patient zero?
Maya.
yeah, Maya.
Maya
Maya.
Markowski, yeah. And people just
I'm
thought that
gonna
was
be
good.
so controversial. I love the Crocs.
Thank you.
What colour do you have?
I'm getting the fluorescent like orange ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crocs are good. They're comfy.
They are
work
so
with
comfy.
Okay, can I ask
They're
you a
vibe,
question,
And they're
though?
trending, are they not?
Exactly.
That is fashion.
Exactly. No, I'm with you. They don't even listen to it. These guys don't know. They don't know what
Would you wear Birkenstocks or Crocs?
Crocs.
Really?
Get rid of the
But, like,
Birkenstocks.
oh
Get
my
rid of them.
God.
Chuck them in
I
the
think
bin.
they're so much fun.
Yeah. Well, the Crocs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do so much.
You know,
Put the
I did
pins
see
on.
the whole Love Island UK villa wearing Crocs, so I thought, maybe it's not that bad. But
Are you a Love Island fan?
yeah, I am.
Okay. This is great to know.
Okay.
Did you watch this season, or like are you like an old
No, I watched this season.
Okay, what's your favourite season though that you've watched?
Oh, I really liked Molly May and Tommy's with
Oh,
Mora.
You can't
Mora
top
was
that era.
brilliant.
You can't top
You can't
that
top
era.
Mora Higgins, can
It's
you?
number 1.
Fantastic,
What a queen.
phenomenal show.
Crazy.
Okay, so Paige, you're obviously a start MPL, Forza MPL midfielder, but you also have another role in the team as fine master.
Yes.
So do you want to tell us who's racking up fines? Who's on
Funny
top?
question, Miranda, because I believe you are really up there.
I don't think I'm number 1.
On the top is Tiff
Are you
Eliadis.
sure it's not Sarah Rose still?
Sarah Rowe hasn't been at training for months and
was
she's still up
honestly
there.
looking every time we're going to warm up. No, I need to go to the bathroom. That's
Yeah.
a fine. She
What's
knew
the
that.
fine? Explain that fine.
So basically, if you leave the session
Yeah.
to go to the bathroom, you get fined.
okay.
And like Jeff would be like, "Where's Rowie?" We'd be like, "In the bathroom." Anyway, but Tiff Eliadis has the highest at the moment. She actually missed a whole session because she didn't know we had a session. And then Miranda came 30 minutes late to game day once, so
Yeah,
I
I went to Amy.
Oh,
she got quite a big fine. So I'd
Oh,
say
yeah, that's a bit of
Tiff,
a trek.
Miranda, and
Maya would be up
Maya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And how do you go about collecting is it like do people come up with their own time, or are you like chasing them down? What are you, the bounty hunter? Like, how's
Well,
it
it's kind of funny because I feel like if anyone tried to argue with me, I would let them win, if that makes sense. So it's
Yeah.
crazy that I'm the fine master because I
maybe
just
I think it's
Yeah,
actually a
easy.
good balance because
Yeah.
you can't really fight with Paige because most of what she says is valid.
True.
So it's like you got to understand.
Yeah.
It's like if Paige is calling it out, then it's
Yeah.
think
Basically,
that-
I just made a spreadsheet with all of the fines and how much it would cost. So if you do it and it's on the spreadsheet, it's a fine.
it's reasonable.
And I
fine
have
as
a
well. You
Google
can't
Doc that I add to.
you're very prepared.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is very
Yeah.
You got a good system going.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so we obviously got a pretty big game coming up this weekend. Trip to Welly tomorrow. So we got an early start. Who's your bet? First to the airport, last to the airport.
You go first.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Last to the airport. Seb.
With his Louis Vuitton.
With his Louis Vuitton.
The goalkeeper coach with his Louis Vuitton little pouch.
First to the airport is. Who would be first to the airport?
I would say
Who's me?
in terms of players,
Yeah, sounds players. Go
Okay.
players.
Kayla, pretty organised.
Okay. No, you'd imagine team captain.
And if I know that Kayla and Tiff are going to the airport together, but if they weren't, Tiff would be last.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Tiff Eliadis she's really getting it today.
Yeah, I love Tiff, but
We all do.
yeah,
Tiff is
it's the
seriously
one
great.
player you can give it to.
I was watching your game on the weekends.
Yes.
You guys were facing, if my brain, who'd you guys face?
Brisbane.
Thank you, Brisbane. Now, I will say Jeff is my new number one comedian in the competition because I witnessed him to pull a full school teacher moment, and it may be one of the greatest moments because it was such an intense please expletives was said, but
Yes.
it was hilarious.
Yeah.
When you saw that back, were you like, classic Jeff, what a comedian?
Yeah, like I reckon it happens quite often because Seb still speak on the bench. So
Oh, yeah.
Jeff does have to tell him to be quiet. But they got it on film, so yeah, it's quite funny to look back on.
Yeah.
But they are best mates, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
I would have never have picked Jeff Hopkins as the funniest person in the dub, but he really,
Oh.
when I saw it was just so quick.
It's
the
pretty
reaction-
Got great
funny.
banter.
Yeah, the
I'm
reactions-
surprised it wasn't on A-League memes or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
A-League
deserves
memes.
a
A-League
pose.
memes, come on, do something. Be
Yeah.
better, please. Goddamn. But obviously, game on the week. Obviously, the season hasn't been perfect. It's been difficult, and obviously comes down to this weekend against Wellington. You guys get the win. You're locked in for finals. How are you feeling about that? How have you felt about the season so far as a whole?
Do you want to answer that? Do you want me to?
Look, I think pressure moments, they make diamonds, isn't it? That's what the saying is. And I think good players can rise to any occasion, and I think that's what you'll see on the weekend. I mean, we probably shouldn't have left it to the last game, but that's what we've done, and we're going to battle out, and we're going to get the win and go into finals.
Yep, I completely agree. I think these big games are what we thrive off and enjoy the most. I think we're ready to click into that next gear, and I'm excited to see what we can do. Yeah.
No, oh no, you go. See,
Alright.
I've just interrupted you. Go for it.
Well, I was going to say, it's kind of a short turnaround, but we still get a 4 weeks training. From your perspective, what has the vibe been like at training? Obviously, it's hard as a coach to balance. You've got a big game coming up, and everyone's kind of feeling the pressure at training. Tell us how Jeff's kind of balanced that. What's the week been like?
I don't know how he does it. Because we always have such a fun vibe where we're all laughing, making jokes at each other, but then also we have this side where if someone makes a mistake, we want to be held accountable, and we've just been more accountable, more honest with ourselves, and I feel a lot more committed to training this week, but also still having fun. So I don't know what his secret is, but it just works.
Yeah.
And it's good to be a part of. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like it's just feeding off his vibe. I think he sets the whole tone for the whole week of training, and I think the first session that we set out, we knew that we wanted to get stuck in at each session like we would any other week, but we know that there's a tough game, and I think it was being mentally switched on and prepared from the get-go, and I think he establishes that.
Is it the sense of calm that he has? Even is it just does he ever get super worked up, or does he exude a vibe of just calm?
I think he's very good at not showing the nerves for us. I think he already knows how nervous we are as ourselves. Not so much as nerves, I think more excitement, because we know how big of a game this is. But I think he does well in the pressure moments to hold that within himself.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
I want to ask now, obviously you guys had gym just before this.
Yes. Kept you waiting.
No, it's all right. Who's lifting the most, and who's gym? When you're seeing them in gym, you're like, mate, sometimes I feel like you shouldn't have come.
Do you want to have a guess at the first one, who lifts the most?
I think it's...
I feel like I'm going to go Kayla.
Yes,
Kayla.
you're right.
She just seems like, don't mess with her.
I think she lifts more than when we're at Amy Park, more than the rugby boys and the AFL boys. And they're staring at her yeah.
Yeah, no, not a chance.
And then, this is funny actually, who shouldn't be in the gym? There's no point. She's gonna kill me.
Go on.
No, she's gonna kill me. To be fair, she doesn't gym with us, she gyms before everybody.
Okay.
So I would say Tiff and Leah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you doing gym if you're gonna do that?
Yeah, no, it was actually true. The other day I walked in, Tiff was doing 12 kilo calf raises. I was like, okay, you do you.
Is when they're doing it, are you giving them tips, or is it they just there are no tips right now that can help?
No, you got to give them a bit of banter, I reckon.
Yeah, 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 what are you doing?
What are you doing?
My grandma could lift that.
Yeah, no, keep the positive vibes, I
Yeah,
guess.
always.
Yeah, good. So we've got the banter within the squad. Who is the biggest love-hate relationship in the team? The biggest
Love-hate
they
relationship.
can have a go at each other, but then they're having a cuddle after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Tiff and Maya. It's
100%.
It's hilarious.
That's the best thing I've ever
Sometimes
seen.
I'm thinking, do you guys actually hate each other, or are
Or
you
sometimes
friends?
Tiff and Beatty as well.
Yes.
They've got good banter as well. It's
Yes.
so funny seeing those two pick up.
It's always Tiff, isn't it? Tiff
Tiff
gives
is
it out.
She knows how to roll people.
Yeah.
No, No, you know what you guys just did there? I'm not sure if I missed it, but you guys just like looked at each other and knew the answer.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
like, you guys just, like,
We just know.
telepathic communication?
Yeah, that was a pretty easy question.
Yeah.
I wish like we had footage of it. Like it's hilarious. It is. They were fighting on the bus the other day, and like we thought they were joking, and then we went, "Oh," but then they were laughing, so we were confused.
Oh my days, no. You guys, okay, so did you guys know each other before? Obviously, you're young with silly stuff. But is the connection, telepathy, I don't know, what is it?
Telepathy.
Is it
Yeah.
telepathy? You said,
superpower.
no,
Yeah,
you said
I
telepathy
thought that.
on the picture video, I did see that. Is that, like, has that got even better now that you guys...
I think
We
we
actually,
were 13.
yeah, we played together when we were like 13
Yeah.
at Junior Matildas.
Yeah, we've played
Um,
together ever since, really.
Yeah, so we're close. Yeah, and we do have telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
I'm jealous. That's the superpower. I would
Yeah,
choose.
exactly. Jess and I have that.
Yeah, okay. Can you teach me or not?
It's
You
just
just
a
have a
thing,
habit.
it's just
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't either
You
have
got,
it.
you got it or you don't.
Be serious.
All right, so Welly on the weekend. I heard it's going to be raining all week.
The rain.
We did have a good practice session though yesterday in the rain
Yep.
at 6 a.m. Who complains the most? That's my question. On a
Ooh.
horrible morning,
Oh, you know
who
what?
complains?
Did you notice that Leah had her hoodie on the whole session and she was holding it so her hair wouldn't get wet? And I thought, girl, like you got to put your hands down. Like you got to use it to run. I'd say myself, I despise the rain. Yeah, and Leah. What about you?
I don't know, all I could hear was it's really cold.
Yeah.
Like, everyone, it's really cold and it's really slippery.
Yeah.
Is that the worst, like, training? Like, is the rain,
me,
like, the worst? Or is it too
wind.
hot? Like, what do you prefer?
I love the heat.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
Tan.
I know I'm getting a tan.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm working so hard.
No.
I'd
But
probably rather the rain, but like constant and not like like it was the stop-start.
Yeah.
I reckon
Yeah.
just like pour.
Okay,
If it's
no,
going to rain, it's going to rain.
but wind is also like horrible,
Yeah.
unbearable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is why I am not a professional athlete, but I am an athlete, just not a professional athlete. I've got to ask Paige about that goal.
Okay.
How many times have you watched it over?
I think I mainly watch it back to see like our little huddle because it's just so cute.
Really? No,
Yeah.
but-
I have watched it back, I
Yeah,
will admit.
yeah.
Yeah, but I love the celebration more,
The-
just
the
everybody
celebration
getting
was very-
together.
Falls to Ayres. Tees up Zois. Zois! Paige Zois with a rocket! And on the big stage, on the big occasion, Melbourne victory as we have come to know them.
Good. I was surprised, I'm not going to lie,
Okay.
because I wasn't expecting that from you.
Yes.
Now, I've seen you do a lot of great things in Forza MPL Victoria, but did you know you had that in your locker?
Yeah.
knows
I
Paige
feel
has
like
that in her
I sometimes shoot too often. That's my problem.
Really?
So when I saw, I feel like I was a bit further back.
Yeah, you're...
And when I saw like Melina had the ball, I was like, please, like I want to shoot. So I'm so lucky she
So
gave it back.
That must have sucked being a right back that day then.
Yeah.
Just like, I can't
Yeah,
shoot.
exactly.
I can't do anything right
Yeah, I feel like one time I was watching one of my MPL Vic games back and the commentator said, this is Paige Zois' 1075th shot. And I was like, oh, like, wow, okay, it
How
must
many
be
goals you
bad.
scored?
Not that many, actually.
1,000.
But no, in all seriousness, I think just right place at the right time. And I'm just so grateful that I could get the goal and like help the team win. Yeah.
I don't think she gives herself enough credit. I've seen Paigey bang those goals in from at least like halfway. I mean,
No.
Against
yes,
me.
You gotta
No.
give
that
it
is
to
a
me.
Paige
I've
Zoe
copped it, so I
specialty. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
ask
so nice.
anyone.
Yeah, 100%. No, so Jeff has used you in a number of roles this
Yeah.
year. You're obviously a midfielder by trade. You've played left wing, right back.
Yes.
Anything else? Am I missing anything?
Maybe
Did you
like
hop in goals at all?
right wing actually as
Right wing.
well. Yeah.
How
A
have you
little bit
found
in the
that?
middle.
And just changing, do you think it's helped you? Do you think it's challenging?
I think it's definitely helped me. I wouldn't say like before this season that I was the player that would get the ball and dribble at people. So like playing in the forward line definitely helped me with that aspect. And then being at right back gave me like a different perspective of the game. So like I am quite happy to do that. I think like I obviously didn't get that much time last season. So like to be even on the field in any position, I'll take it. And so yeah, I can't complain. I've had fun.
No, absolutely. We love seeing you play because Victoria every single time. Now, Jessika, for you as well, like you got way more consistent minutes this season. Last season at Sydney was, you were playing in different roles and sometimes you were starting. How nice has it been for you just to like just have your position and just like get week in, week out?
Oh, it's been incredible. I think the best thing for your football is to be playing consistent minutes, and to be able to receive that this season has been the best thing possible for me.
Grace Gill and Therese Blyce had you on the team this season.
I did see
How
that.
do you feel about that? Were you a bit like, yeah, that's right. That's my spot.
Oh, there's so many quality defenders in this league. I mean, I'm honoured to be even considered for that, but yeah, no, it's nice to be mentioned. I guess.
You say too
Well
humble.
deserved. She is very, very
you can
humble.
talk it. You can talk yourself up. You're like,
I can
right,
talk her
goddamn
up
deserved.
if you want. Yeah, she definitely deserved.
Definitely
Yeah,
deserved. Well,
definitely.
I really appreciate you guys coming down, and I don't know if we rushed you with your training with your
No,
gym. Actually,
no.
I feel like you were very calm about your training and just took your sweet time.
I actually got drug tested.
Oh, okay.
We're
And
waiting for Paige to pee.
Yeah.
let's be fair,
I
you're
was
professional athletes. They're real professional athlete things you guys go do. Really appreciate you guys taking time to talk to us here on Radio Dub. And good luck for this
Thank you.
weekend. Are you staying in the NPL, Victoria? Or you can't let us know yet. Maybe. Jessika, maybe. Whatever. But if you stay, fourth round for Victoria Society, you enjoy. No, thank you guys. Appreciate it. And something will happen after this. Bye-bye.
Do you want me to rap anyone? Lift the mood a bit.
No, we don't.